Hi there, join me for this low impact cardio workout in which we'll also get some muscle conditioning in with some body weight strength exercises. Now listen, I'm also going to show on a couple of the moves how you could spice it up, so if you do want to add a little bit of impact in the workout. And then we finish this off with a really good ab session, and I'll be showing osteo-friendly ab versions to those exercises as well. Now, the only equipment that you need is if you are a beginner, I want you to have a bench or a chair nearby. And if you are someone who can't do push-ups and can't be weight-bearing on the hands, I want you to grab a pair of moderate weight dumbbells so that you can switch out on a couple of the moves. All right, awesome. Let's go get warmed up. Hi there and welcome. My name is PJ Wren and I'm a certified personal trainer and have been for close to 3 decades. And in those 3 decades, I have been specializing in men and women over the age of 40, helping them get fit and fierce. And hey, it's so awesome you're here. A big hello to my Over 50 Fitness crew if you're watching this workout ads free on the platform. Now let's get warmed up. As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout. Starting down on the mat, we're going to warm up into the hips as well as our T-spine, but let's start with the hips. Heels close to the bum and feet hip width apart. Push into the heels, drive the hips up, but keep the rib cage knitted so we're not flaring the rib cage up. We want this movement to come through the glutes, not necessarily through your low back. Now let's get a couple more of these in, and then we're going to add the right arm lifting and reaching across to the left side. So here we go, hips up. Right arm reaches, rolling onto the left arm, hand down. Now we're warming up into our T-spine and shoulder. Good. So we've got 2 different moves that will alternate for 3 rounds, 30 seconds on. Now, if you are someone, for instance, who doesn't like to do push-ups, and even the modified version that I'm going to be showing in the modified screen, then what you'll do is be in this position with dumbbells in each hand for a chest press. Keep going. Just take a look, though, as you're doing. If you don't know what a chest press is, it's this movement here with the dumbbell in each hand. All right? Awesome. I know there are some people out there that can't be weight-bearing whatsoever on their hands, so I just want to give you an option. Last 2 and 1. And come on onto all 4s. Now, if this is you not being able to be on your hands, you just stay here, all right? The rest of us, we're going to lift the knees off, hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, set the shoulder blades down and back, 1, and release. Good. If that bothers your wrists, you can have thumbs out, make fists, and go from this position. Believe it or not, it's quite comfortable. Drop the thumbs and lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. 1 more. Here we go. Lift the knees just a couple inches off the ground. We're warming up our core and our thighs here. And release. Come into a standing position. Feet hip width apart. Step out for a side lunge, pushing your booty rear. See if you can tap the toe, and then the other side. We're pushing the bum back. Warming up now the inner thigh, lateral hip. Chest up, head up. Good job. Last 2 and 1. Excellent. Feet shoulder width apart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, grab onto the toes, and now drop the bum all the way down. Keep the heels on the ground. Lift the arms up in a letter V and drive up. Let's do that again. Here we go. Grab onto the toes, drop down, heels stay on the ground, bum is low, arms up, drive up. Good. 2 more. Drop down. Good. Are those heels on the ground? Good job, you. Push up. Last time. I just thought I'd ask. Drive up, push up, release. Good. Now big arm circles for me. Good job. Last 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and sink into just a mini squat and then come up off the heels. So we're just going to pick up the tempo a little bit here. We're starting our first exercise standing, and then we move down to a push-up. As mentioned in the warm-up, when we were down on the mat, if you can't do push-ups at all, even off the knees, then you'll grab those dumbbells, okay? Good, pick it up. Here we go, last 4, 3. Now see if we can go down a bit deeper. 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna get going in about 30 seconds, so grab a quick sip if you need it now. The first exercise is a gate swing. Head up, chest up. When we open up and see if we can bend the knees and get the hand down there. I'm going to show the spicier version with some impact up in this screen if you want to spice it up. This is your workout, so you choose what you want to do today, all right? Let's give it a try. Take it down. Good. Now, low impact people, well, both impact, high or low. I want you to bend those knees to get the hand down there. Chest up, head up. Good. Now, your toes are going to turn out a bit so the knees and toes track. Excellent. 30 seconds are on the clock, and then as mentioned, we're going to hit the floor for some push-ups. It's going to keep the heart rate up while we work some muscle strengthening using our body weight. 1 more. Time. All right. Push up from the knees or the toes, but here's the cue. Try it from the toes because I want you to lower all the way down and then press up, okay? Here we go, all the way down. Elbows in a bit, don't splay them out. Hands no wider than your mat. So it does make the push-up more manageable, dropping the chest and body down. Now we're dropping it down as one solid unit, so there's a lot of core involved. You'll see mini me there. She's doing it all from the knees though, so you have that option too. Or chest press with the dumbbells. Last one. Time. Woo! All right. So those are our 2 moves. We have 2 more rounds, okay? Beautiful. Low impact or spicy, go. Just keep your form. The deeper you go, the more you're going to get those quads fired up. Whew, and get that heart rate up. 1 more. Time. All right. We march it in between. We don't stay still. Now we've got push up to the floor, knees or toes, or grab your dumbbells for chest press. Ready, set, go. Breathe. Good. Now look up a bit for me. Don't let that head drop. Last 10 seconds. Woo, baby. Time. Woo. March it out. All right, last set. Here we go. Ready? Go. Alternate which hand's coming down to the floor. Once again, making sure those knees and toes track. Feet are going wide. And we're sinking that booty down. How low can you go? One more each side. March it out. Whew. All right, our last set of push-ups. Ready? High plank. Tuck those elbows in. Go. Down. Now look up a bit. Now take a peek to your side. Are your elbows pushing, or not pushing, but tracking towards the back of your mat? You don't want them to splay out. That's a recipe for shoulder disaster. Fingertips are just under the armpits or a bit wider. One more. Time. Woo. We're going to take it low now, all right? The lower you go, the harder it is, and then tap back into a squat. Ready, set, go. Or a lunge, pardon me. Now, I know that not everybody's knees love this, so I want you to go as low as it feels comfortable for the joint. I'm going to go to my side. Whew, this is going to be a thigh burner. Now you're going to hinge forward slightly on this front leg. All right, and it's through that hip joint, yes? Good job, you. We don't straighten the back leg. We take it back and we sink it back a bit deeper if we can. Time. Woo! All right. If you can't be on the hands, I want you to take your dumbbells and do shoulder presses. Otherwise, join me from the knees or toes. Okay, start on the forearms. Now plank up. Stay here. Give me a backstroke each arm. Plank down and plank up again. Backstroke each arm. So we're going to plank up. Backstroke. Now, let's see if we can keep those hips quiet. So there's a lot of core involved. You'll see mini-me there. She's on her knees. Time. Okay? We good? And if you remember, you can't do that, your shoulder presses. With dumbbells though, yeah? Okay. Feet hip width, sink it. Good, tap it. Don't think about speed. I'd rather you think about depth if you can. Hip hinging over that front leg. Thighs are burning, but we're going to make it. We're going to live. We're going to finish. Come on. 2 more. 1 more. Woo! All right, we plank up, backstroke. We plank down. Do it again. Knees or toes or shoulder presses, dumbbells. Start on the forearms, feet apart. Keep those hips quiet. Now plank up. Give me a backstroke. Work into that shoulder mobility. Plank down. Plank up. Good. Working triceps, pecs, shoulders, shoulder mobility, core. You're welcome. Time. Woo! All right, 1 more round. So feet are hip width. Don't go too wide on this. Hip width. Sink down and always get the wrong arm up. There we go. We want the opposite arm coming forward, that the leg is in front. If you get it wrong, it's actually not wrong. You're doing just fine. It's never wrong if you showed up ready to work. Woo! 10 more seconds. Whoa, yeah. Come on, thighs. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. Time. Woo! Okay, plank up. I need a quick step. Okay, knees or toes. Or shoulder press, yeah? Good. Start on the forearms, feet apart, hips are quiet. Let's go. Now, when you plank it up, try to get those hands right under the shoulders. It's going to make your muscles work harder. The more in front of the body, the less triceps and shoulder. And pec, for that matter. We're moving on after this. Come on, you. Time. Woo! All right. Hip hinge. Feet hip width, feet shoulder width, knees soft, hands behind the ears. Now push your bum back, give me a hip hinge. Come up, give me 2 pulses, and then do it again. Or follow mini-me there, and she's not doing the squat pulse, she's doing a squat jump. Hip hinge here, one of the most important movement patterns to learn, especially if you're over 40, especially if you have any degenerative bone issues like osteoporosis or any chronic low back pain. Time. Woo, baby. All right. If you cannot be on your wrists, I just want you to do a forearm plank and tap your feet out side to side. Everybody else, here we go. Plank, mini-me. She's got her hands elevated on a chair. Wrists under shoulders. Feet hip width apart. Now tap out each leg. Good. Now opposite hand taps opposite shoulder without moving the hips. Do it again. Tap out each foot. Tap the shoulders. Don't move those hips. Breathe. Breathe. Time. Woo. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Feet shoulder width. All right. Pull that belly button in. Brace those abs. Hip hinge. Knees are soft. Pulse it or jump it. Now, when you want a hip hinge, if you're learning it, think about trying to push your bum to touch the wall behind you. So you're hinging from that top of your leg there, what we call the crease of your thigh, not your waistband. Time. Woo! I was all over the place with that one. I was pulsing the hip hinge, the squat. All right, so we plank tap it, shoulder tap it. Wrists under shoulders, go. Tap, tap, shoulder, shoulder. You can also jump out this tap instead of tapping it. But I only got one screen that I can show here, so I'm showing the modified from the knees on this one. You'll feel your arms, your shoulders, your pecs, and your abs. Time. Woo! All right, one more of each. Starting to get sweaty here. Feet shoulder width, hands light behind the ears, knees soft, hip hinge. Pulse it, jump it. Up to you. For the squat portion, I want you to look up, ideally where the ceiling and the wall meet in your home. I feel my arms too, having them up here. Having them to be up here behind my ears. Do you understand, YouTube? Good, I'm glad you speak nonsense too. Woo! We'll get along just fine. All right, here we go. We're planking. Ready? Wrists under shoulders. Set, go. So mini-me's got her hands up on a chair. You can use a bench, coffee table, or make it a little harder, maybe the bottom stair in your house, or if you own a Bosu ball, right? So we start with a high elevation, and then as you get fitter, we bring that elevation down. Lower. And then you'll be here with us. Time. Woo! All right. Did we do it? We did it. Okay, let's take it down for a crunch and twist. Osteoporosis, you're going to follow me there. Everybody else. Here we go. I want you to crunch up. Take the right arm, left leg, and crunch and twist under. Reach under. Now exhale as you crunch up. Good. Or hold a V-sit. Nothing moving in that spine. Reaching one arm up at a time, trying to get that spine to move, but you're using those deep core muscles to hold yourself in that spine, that position. Woo! All right, here we go. Resisted dead bug. This is quite literally one of my favorite ab moves. Press your hands into your knees. Your knees are trying to come to your shoulders. Your hands are resisting it. Now, pull your belly button in. Activate your deep core. Keep your abs there. Keep your low back there. Now extend right leg, right arm. Good. Now the other. The entire time too, we're resisting, trying to push the knee in. Our hand is stopping that while we also activate those deep core muscles to keep your low back anchored. It doesn't lift as the arm and leg lower. Time. Whew. All right, here we go. You're either doing the V-sit with the arm reach or you're joining me. Crunch and reach. Ready? This is our last series. It's pretty ab intensive, so whew, if the abs are getting toasty, they're meant to be. It was programmed that way. Time. All right, resisted dead bug. So, knees over hips, press the hands in to the knees pressing into the hands, pull the belly button in, keep that spine right there. Drop, same side arm and leg. Alternate. Oh my goodness, do you feel those abs? Woo! This is fantastic. And the thighs. Time. Holy moly. All right, crew. One more of each. You got the V-sit with arm reach, or join me. Ready? Exhale as you lift up. Under. Good. Reach it under. Add a little bit of twist for the obliques. Time. Woo! No more of those. We are so amazing. We are. All right, resisted dead bug. Here we go. Pull the belly button in, anchor that spine, breathe. Now turn the thumb so it's pointed down to the floor as you lower the heel. Good. Are you breathing? Okay, good. Is that low back still anchored? Excellent. Time. Oh my goodness. Straighten those legs, straighten those arms. Woo! That was awesome. All right, I need a sip of water. I'm sure you do too. So let's rock ourselves up, grab a quick sip, and then do a few stretches. Whew. So I wanted something short and sweet. Hopefully that delivered for you. My goal is to always make you happy. Well, actually, my goal is to make you swear at me, because then I know I'm pushing you, and then make you happy. That's my goal. All right, left knee underneath the hip. Walk this one forward. Lunge forward a bit. Squeeze that left glute and lean back. Good. Now let's take both arms, reach them up, thumbs pointed behind us. Extend the spine ever so slightly. I have a lot of people on Patreon and Over 50 Fitness that always comment that they are always cursing me. And that makes me smile and makes my heart grow. All right, release the right arm. Take that left one up and lean now, getting into the side of the body. Now, with that said, I also want you to train smart. I don't want you to push yourself so hard that you're crippled the next day, or gosh, even worse, you end up injured. So that's why I always have different alternatives for you. And I coach you to march it out when you can. Just join me again as soon as you can. Here we go, other side. All right, tuck the tailbone under. Good, lunge forward. Now let's take both arms, reach up, thumbs pointed away, and the arms are kind of like a letter V. As you probably know from past experience, it's tough to get going again. If you get out of a fitness regime, out of eating healthy, you know, it's really tough to get back at it. So my goal for you is for you to stay consistent, and that requires you to really listen and pay attention to the signals that your body's telling you. Left arm down, right arm reaches across. So there may be days where the high impact won't work for you, or if you're part of Over 50 Fitness or Patreon and the workout of the day that's being sent to you or that's on your calendar isn't going to work for you, you know, to try and do one that will. Or go for a walk. I'm a huge proponent of going for a walk. Release. Here we go. Let's take ourselves right down. Knees bent. Left leg extends for the hamstring. It's important that we fine-tune ourselves, listen to what the body's telling us, because she has great wisdom. And this way, we'll back it off when we need to. We aren't going to tell ourselves that we're being lazy. We're just going to say that we don't feel like doing that today. We're going to do this instead. And you'll stay consistent. You won't burn out. You won't perhaps injure yourself. Or you won't get so demotivated because you're doing stuff you don't want to do that you end up quitting. Take that left ankle, cross it over the right thigh, pull in for figure 4, or maybe that foot stays on the ground. That might feel best for you. I wasn't lying at the beginning of the workout where I have been working with people for close to 3 decades. I think I'm on 28 years now. So I've trained tens of thousands of people in person, and I would have to say through all the challenges we've been running, gosh, 100,000 or more online participants. So I understand, and I'm in my 50s myself. I totally get it. So honor what your body's saying. Left leg down, right leg up. Unless it's telling you not to, to go work out with another trainer, then, don't listen to her. Yeah, stick with me. I'm just joking. Kind of. No, I am joking. I am not for everybody. But if I can connect, if we do connect, this is awesome. I want to keep working with you. And if you're here on YouTube and you want more ways to work with me, check out the description below. There's access to my on-demand app, Over 50 Fitness, or to come join us on Patreon. Here we go. Leg crosses over the thigh, pull in. Head and shoulders are relaxed. Make sure the back of the neck is long as well. So that may require you right now to pick the head up, tuck the chin in, and then lower it. And then both knees into the chest. Maybe rock the knees side to side if that feels good for you. Now, I always do, if you are new to me, a little longer cool downs and stretches than most workouts do. It kind of does kill my videos because a lot of people choose the workouts for the time. So I want you to understand, if you do see a longer version of a workout that, you're not doing a hard sweat the entire time, there's probably a good 8 to 10 minute stretch at the end, which can be done later in the day if you are short on time. But it's my flexibility and mobility is so important as we get older. I just don't want to skip this part, no matter how much it kills my videos on both platforms. Here we go. Rock yourself up. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, and we will see you next workout. Bye. And and it's a surprise to us all. On people, specializing on people.